Okay, day 1 of the 5-day racial equity challenge. I'm Nikki Lanier, by the way. I don't know if you ever did that. Anyway, all right, listen. I'm so excited to be on this equity challenge with you for the next 5 days. I want to give you a little bit of a precursor, a prelude, I don't know, maybe like a prequel. Is that a thing? Yes, a prequel. We're going to go with prequel. Okay, couple things. First, congratulations. Thank you for making this choice to change the world. Changing the world first starts with a decision to become a racial equity leader. I'm going to say this word correctly at some point. Equity leader, not an ally, not a supporter, not an encourager, but a leader. I want you to follow, if you haven't already, me on TikTok, and all the other places. Like, I'm everywhere. LinkedIn and Facebook. We just got a lot of points of view on racial equity, and we talk about it on a number of different social media sites. Okay, follow me and invite your friends to do the same, especially inclined white women who are super interested in this work and quietly trying to figure it out on their own. Honey, Superwoman is here. I'm here to help you. You're not by yourself. We're going to do this together. Okay, so let's continue. Today, before we get started on the actual challenge, which will drop a little bit later today, I want us to focus on the definition because it's so important. Racial equity is hard work, largely because it's work that's not intuitive or easy. It's not indicative of how we live, how we think, how we've been taught, the inheritance on the narrative of who matters and who doesn't. Racial equity is antithetical to everything about who we are. All right, so for the next 5 days, we're going to focus all of our learning around this definition. Okay, we're going to dissect it. So here's the definition that we use in my work with my company, Harper Slade, Racial Equity Advisory. And in fact, the definition, if I may so arrogantly suggest, that the planet should use to govern this work. All right, racial equity is proportional fairness that takes into consideration the cultural and historic realities that have beset people of color as distinct from all other people and works to remedy the same. Proportional fairness is not fair. Proportional fairness is proportionally fair. So we got to wrap our head around that. But what does that proportional fairness take into consideration? What has uniquely happened to people of color that has not happened systemically, historically, structurally, institutionally to anybody else? Proportional fairness takes that into consideration, and then it works to remediate it. Okay, so everything that we're going to be working on, talking about for the next 5 days, will be focused on one of those 3 components of racial equity. All right, can't wait to do this work with you all. Stay tuned for more.